제48회 그냥 와.
안녕하세요. Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Speak Korean. I'm your host Lisa Kelly and today is our 48th episode and today our main expression is 그냥 와. Just come, just come. Alright, hi Steve.
Hi Lisa,
how are you doing?
I'm good. 안녕하세요. I'm Stephen Revere. It's nice to be with you all again to teach you some more Korean for 10 more minutes. Don't forget you can check us out on the internet at arirangtv.com too. And I know our other student is doing that all the time.
안녕하세요. 저는 네오미입니다. But where's Nick?
Yeah, where's our other student?
Where is he?
What are you? What's wrong?
What are you
Why
doing
are you
there?
standing
I
there?
haven't finished my 연습.
Oh, it's
Johnson?
okay. You can just come.
Just come here.
There's no time for this. Just come here and just sit down. Just sit down.
Which also happens to be the title of the show today.
Yes, it is.
그냥 와.
그냥 와, just
그냥 와.
come.
그냥 앉아.
You don't need any preparation for our show because you got all you need right here between me and Steve.
That's right. What are we here for except to teach you?
Right.
Let me see this bag here.
I know. What are you lugging around there?
What is in this?
So heavy.
It is kind of heavy, huh?
Right.
And of course, okay,
Oh.
English tapes. Study English too, are we? Yes. Oh, we have our Korean dictionary. Yes. But this is going to be really tough to use because it's Korean. Wow, you're amazing. And then a couple of good Korean books too. Good boy.
Well, we know who's the good student now. All right, let's take a look at what we're going to be learning today at Let's Do It.
Let's do it.
나는 뭘 준비해 갈까?
그냥 와.
All right, today's main expression is 그냥 와, which means just come, just bring yourself, don't worry about anything else. But we'll set that aside for now since we talked about it a little bit first. And we'll go to our first expression in Let's Do It, which was 나는 뭘 준비해 갈까? Which means what shall I take with me? What shall I prepare?
Yes, very good. That sentence starts out with 나는, okay, which is the contrastive marker, means there's probably a lot of people going to this party or event, so what should I bring? Everybody else will bring something else. What should I bring? 나는 뭘, that's the subjective sentence. Originally it starts out as 무엇을, which when read normally is 무엇을, but then it gets pushed together and becomes 뭘, okay? That's the objective. What? What should I prepare? 준비하다 is to prepare. Then when it comes up to prepare and go, then you're putting 준비하다, 가다. You're pushing two verbs together. So it is 준비해 갈까요? And you're asking, what should? 을까요? We've been over many times before. 갈까요? Should
Shall
I
we?
go?
And this is a pretty long sentence, okay? It might be difficult to try out, so let's take it slow. Okay, 나는 뭘 준비해 갈까? 나는 뭘 준비해 갈까?
나는 뭘 준비해 갈까?
나는 뭘 준비해 갈까?
Very good. And using the structure, sentence structure that Stephen just explained to us, we can change it. Instead of saying, what shall I bring, you can suggest, shall I bring this? For example, shall I bring 불고기? Shall I make 불고기 and bring it along? 불고기를 만들어 갈까? Shall I bring 불고기? Can you try that?
불고기를 만들어 갈까?
불고기를 만들어 갈까?
Okay, good job. Notice this construction here. 만들다 comes up against 가다, to make something and go. Okay, 뭘 만들어 갈까? So you've got 만들다 comes up against which, how do you choose which vowel to use? If you have the vowel, it has to come up against an and then 가. Okay, 만들어 가다.
Right. And going back to our main expression now, which was 그냥, which means just, okay? And you can add a verb after 그냥, and you can pretty much say anything. For example, if there's a very picky eater, you usually say, just eat it. And so here you can say, 그냥 먹어. Just eat it. 그냥 먹어. Or earlier we had, just come. 그냥 와. Or just sit down. 그냥 앉아. right?
Well, yeah, that's what we were saying to you, right?
Right.
그냥 와, 그냥
그냥
앉아.
앉아.
You're saying just sit down, right? And one thing that you're going to kind of notice, sometimes when you say why, and somebody responds just because, right? In
Right.
Korean, you don't need the because part, okay? 그냥 is the same thing as just because as well. It's just and it's just because.
Right. And when you would ask that, you can say 왜 그래? We learned this, 그래, right? 왜 그래? Why is that? You can say 그냥.
그냥.
Okay. And we want to cover some other examples using 그냥, okay? So let's make a few examples between Niti and Naomi.
니티, 어제 뭐 했어?
그냥 잤어.
Good. No wonder you weren't prepared today.
Not good. Yeah, he didn't
Okay.
prepare. 그냥 오면 안 돼. 공부하고 와야 돼. Right? He should be studying before he comes. Notice I said 그냥 오면 안 돼. 그냥 오면 안 돼. What am I saying? If I say you shouldn't just come, what am I implying?
What does it sound like he's trying to say?
Not just to come, have to bring something.
Right. Well, you have to study before you come, right? You could also use this expression. Let's say you're going to a 집들이, a housewarming party, right? Let's say you're going to a housewarming party. 그냥 가면 안 돼, right? 그냥 가면 안 돼. You must bring a present to the party too.
Okay. Well, let's do some role playing, okay? I'll ask you, shall I do something? And you can use 그냥 and the verb that I throw at you. Okay. Shall I go all the way over there or should I just call him?
그냥 전화해.
Good. Very good. Okay. Should I stand up or should I just stay here?
그냥 앉아.
Oh, good. Very good. And try one with each other.
우리 놀이공원에
에?
갈까?
그냥 영화 보자.
Oh, very good. She said, shall we go to an amusement park? And Niti said, no, let's just watch a movie.
Yeah, and think about the situation here. Apparently, the park must be a little ways away. It's kind of far. So he would like to just stay in the neighborhood, right? You just want to stay in the neighborhood and watch a movie. 그냥 영화 보자.
Okay, well, then, shall we study a little more? I mean, I've got lots of expressions here, or shall we
What do you
just...
think? No. 그냥 wrap it up 하자.
Okay, 그냥? All right. Then let's go to wrap it up.
Wrap it up
With Lisa.
and Steven. 이번 주말에 우리 집에서 놀자.
그냥 가도 되지?
안 돼, 음식 준비해와.
그럼 안 갈래. Okay, we learned a couple of expressions today, and one thing I noted, we heard in the flash animation, okay, shall I just go? Shall I just go? Shall I bring something, in other words, is what he's inferring to. And the line was, what was it? 그냥?
Yeah. 음식 준비해와. Right. I said to Lisa, prepare some food and come to my house, right? Now, you might, as native speakers of English, say, okay, 올게. Don't say that. When you're going to somebody else's house, in Korean, you're always saying, 갈게, because, it's far away. It's not my house. You say you're going there. In English, it's okay to say, are you coming to the party? Yeah, I'm coming. In Korean, that doesn't work. You want to say, I'm going.
Right. You don't look at it in your eyes. You always look at it in other people's eyes. Right. All right, well, that sounds pretty good. Let's go over what we learned one last time. Okay, the question was, what shall I bring? What shall I prepare? Shall I bring something is what they're asking. 나는 뭘 준비해 갈까?
나는 뭘 준비해 갈까?
나는 뭘 준비해 갈까?
And the answer was, 그냥 와. All right, well, that was a pretty good lesson. All right, thank you for joining us here at Let's Speak Korean. Don't forget to tap into our website at www.arirang.com. Leave your questions, comments, and we'll see you there. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you.